What's up, Roxstars? It's Rox, and I'm coming to you today with a review for Pose Season 2, Episode 9. So I'm stressed, and I'm not going to try to act like I'm not. Very stressful trying to learn this new MacBook. Just trying to, before I used to record straight on my laptop, but now I record on my phone. I got to get it over to the laptop, and then I have to edit it. I have fucked up so many times. That's why Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is not even up yet, because not Atlanta, Hollywood is not up yet. But it'll probably be up at the same time as this one, because now it looks like I have to wait till I get home to upload it, because I guess I saved the movie, the file is too large, it's in the cloud, I don't have Wi-Fi at work, I can't figure out how to get it on my USB. It's been one fucking thing after the next. My laptop is telling me that my shit is already too full, and I don't understand that. I'm trying to move it over to my terabyte external hard drive, and I can't do that. I mean, it has been terrible. I've erased shit, and I've been really frustrated. On top of that, I feel like I'm catching a cold. On top of that, Jada leaves tomorrow. We've got to take her to school. So we're trying to do last minute things to get that together. And I'm on the brink of tears. Like, it's right there. I've been so frustrated with this. I've never been so frustrated, but it almost makes me want to go back to my old laptop, but I know that this is just the learning curve, and that eventually I'll get it. And it's going to be like this no matter what time I decide to change over. That was one of the reasons why I was apprehensive about moving over to a newer laptop, because I just knew that it was going to be a whole new iMovie program and things that I needed to learn, and I just didn't feel like learning it. And this is probably the worst week to pick to try to learn something, because I got all this other shit going on. I don't even know if Top of the Blogs is going to be up tomorrow. That's like my most watched video, and I need to get that one up. But like I said, we're taking Jada tomorrow, and yeah, I'm almost gonna cry. I'm like right there, you guys. So I don't even want to talk about it no more. Y'all ain't even got to say no well wishes. You ain't got to wish me nothing. Just throw one up for your girl. Sip one, smoke one, whatever y'all do that gets you calm. Y'all do a little extra for me, and I'm telling you, I'm going to be so much better by Sunday. I think that I'm just overwhelmed, and yeah, so anyway, you guys, the review, let's get to it, shall we? So I gotta say that this episode was cute, but it was not needed to me, or else I should say that it wasn't necessary. It was a cute enough episode for them to add in, but I wish that they would have put this shit before the last episode with Pray Tell coming out with Ricky, okay? Because that felt like a true ending, and you guys told me that was the finale, and then they went on ahead and added 2 more episodes, so then they had to come up with something else. But I still feel like I wish they would have rearranged it so that the Pray Tell and Ricky thing could have just came. I just feel like it could have come later, especially with them saying that the Vogue, sensation had died down and all that. It had already felt like it was some months later, right? So I don't know why they didn't switch the order around of these episodes. But anyway, it was cute enough, you guys. Let me just get started. So Blanca can't sleep. She said, of course, she's in her home by herself. She gets a call at 4 a.m. We're like, oh my God, 4 a.m. calls are never good. Next thing we see that she rushes down to her nail salon, and it has been burned down to the ground. And, we already got an idea what it is. And then all of a sudden, here comes old mean-ass, evil-ass landlord coming in there. Oh, my God, whatever happened around here? The police was trying to say, oh, you've got all of these flammables, acetone, and, nail polish, and this, that, and the other. And she was just like, I am responsible. I know that I didn't leave anything out for this place to burn down, basically. And yeah, her landlord did it. She all but admits it. Says that she had a feeling like something like this would happen, so she upped the insurance. And now that it's been burned down like this, good riddance to Blanca. She is going to refurnish it, rehab it, okay, re-rent it 3 times more this time, and move in, you know, some people that can pay that kind of rent, and Blanca can take her ass right on back to the ghetto and do nails over there. Blanca is really upset. You can tell that she wants to do something, but she can't. I figure Blanca ain't gonna take this shit lying down, though. Y'all know she love a challenge. I said, girl, go on and fight the woman. Hell, you ain't got nothing else to do. Everybody else gone. At the same time, we see Electra. She's at work, and she's talking to one of her co-workers, and her co-workers like, him, you know, it's slow now because all her clients, you know, for the summer, they all work on Wall Street. So during the summer, I guess Wall Street is slow, or not as much hustle and bustle. So they all go on vacation and go to the beach for the summer, you know. But girl, don't you have somebody still in the room? Oh yes, girl. Y'all know Electra. She always gets these clients that want to be tied up and left alone. So she goes in the room, and he's all like, has it been 3 hours? And she says 3.5. But she wants to know exactly why he even likes to do shit like this. Why haven't you left like all the rest of the Wall Street people? And he says, you know, I do have a beach home, but you know, he wants to just be there. He wants her to leave him there overnight, you know, come back and check on him. He just loves the fact that he's in pain and he's bounded up, and, you know, he can't get loose. And child, as soon as he said beach house, you know, Electra had an idea. Okay, did you say beach house? Y'all know she was trying to get down there with Madonna. That didn't quite work out. I was cracking up when he was trying to stay, and she was like, yeah, I don't have good experiences with people staying long term. So New York is having a heat wave. Blanca, Angel, Lulu, and Electra are sitting around, you know, it's hot as fuck. They got fans, they got popsicles, you know. Blanca feeling sorry for herself, you know, her shit is gone, her salon is gone, her kids are gone, everything she worked hard for. Electra don't care. She can't do nothing but complain about how fucking hot it is, okay? They was like, bitch, you the one with the damn air conditioning. Why can't we go over your house? Electra says that it's starting to smell in there. And they was like, smelling why? And then she had to come up with this quick story about a fish fry that her neighbor has. But Blanca was looking at her like, okay, we gonna hear more about this body. I don't know if it's gonna turn out the way that it happened in real life. But yeah, I guess her visitor is starting to become a little rancid. So now they just like, well, shit, what we gonna do? And Electra was like, you know what? I got just the thing. Okay, everybody pack their bags. Come on over to the house in the morning. Okay, we going on a girls trip. The girls show up at her house the next day. Well, at least Angel and Lulu there. You know, they trying on their bathing suits. You know, they getting all fabulous. Electra is so proud of the fact that, you know, they do get glammed up. All right, and then here come Blanca. She show up looking like Pippi Longstocking with her 2 braids, and she was like, no, you not fixing to come up in here looking like, you know, you was just on somebody's damn farm. And Blanca was like, I don't have them kind of clothes, and, you know, this is just who I am. Electra was just like, hell, fuck no, bitch, you not going with me like that. Okay, well, we find out that Blanca feels like she can't dress like the rest of the girls. I guess she doesn't feel comfortable in a bathing suit and trying to pass. You know, she's not like them. She don't want men looking at her, calling her a freak and all that. I guess on the show, we have to put in our mind that even though they very much look like women to me, you know, like natural born women, what do you guys call it? Cis? Is that what it's called? CIS, I believe that's what it called. They look like they were born females to me. Okay, but I guess on the show, people that are looking at them are supposed to be looking at them as if they looked more like men who were trying to pass as women. But if I saw any of them on the streets, I would think that they were women. So it's hard sometimes for me to kind of just get what they're trying to say, because they're all very glamorous and pretty and all. So anyway, she doesn't feel comfortable doing that. Angel tells her that don't you worry about it, we're gonna get you all done up here and you're gonna be comfortable, you know. So they put her in a cute little short set. It's not no bathing suit, but it's a cute little, you know, Daisy Duke-ish type shorts, and with a little cute little overlay over it, so she can be a little bit more comfortable in it. So that seems to make her happy. So we going on a girls trip. They get in the car, you know, Poppy has to see his girl Angel off, and, you know, they're driving and they listening to the music and they singing and they dancing and they having a good time, and you really get the feel of these girls about to have a nice time at the beach. Okay, damn, Electra, we didn't know you had a license. She didn't. Okay, she went and bought one down at the bodega, upgraded the car, so you know she don't even really know how to drive. But they go into this beach, and it's all on Electra. All you guys have to do is pay for the cocktails. So they get to the beach house, and you know they're all like, "Oh my God, this is so nice." Okay, I was cracking up when, honey, they had to strike their pose and then walk into the place. I said, girl, y'all better do it. Okay, so they got up in there, and it's really, really nice. And, you know, they're just like, wow, why haven't we done this before? You know, Electra's like, everything in the house, you know, y'all do whatever you want, eat, drink, you know, this, that, and the other. You can do whatever, except you can't go into the garage. That's off limits. Okay, they're like, well, why? So she takes them in the garage. And child, they got that man up in there. He in the cage in his full leather bondage outfit, thing over his eyes, thing over his ears, you know. And they was like, so this is what he want to do? You know, Blanca looking like, I know we not fixing to do this again. Okay. And Electra was like, yeah, he's fine. This is what he wants, you know. And Angel was like, men are so fucked up. Blanca tells them to go on and get ready for the beach, and then she tells Electra, look, we not about to have another episode. Like, we not doing that no more. And Electra was like, don't worry about it, he's fine. So she takes his mask off, so and his ear thing, so he can hear, and she introduces him to Blanca. And yeah, he's fine. This is exactly what he wanted, to be in his hot ass garage, you know, bound up. And I was just like, wow, are there really people like that? I mean, I guess I am so super naive. It feels like it's so way out, but I guess if somebody was able to come up with the idea, then obviously it must happen somewhere. I was just like, child, I have got to live more, obviously. So he tells him to leave him be. He fine there, come check on him, you know, in a day or two. And look, you ain't said nothing but a word. So the girls go down to the beach. Damn. Lived an hour away from the beach, and Blanca had never been to the beach. Like, it is so amazing how people get stuck in. It's a lot of folks like that here in Georgia that I have found that may be from here. A lot of them do not leave their areas, which is just way out to me, because being from Los Angeles, you know, you got the mountains, so you can go to the snow, you can go to the beach, and we was kind of all over the place. And then I've talked to a lot of people here that are from here that really don't do much traveling. So it's interesting. But anyway, Blanca wants to get in the water. Okay, well, none of the girls want to get in the water. Okay, Lulu was like, I just got these edges laid, honey. Electra definitely ain't getting out there. And Angel was like, she's scared of water because she can't swim. Well, Blanca can't really swim either. But you know what? We gonna, you know, hold on to each other. I promise I'll hold your hand, and we gonna be fine. So she convinces Angel to go out there. And then while they're walking out there, you know, she asks her if she's still doing drugs, you know, if she's staying clean. And Angel says that she is, and that she hopes that she can gain the trust back from Blanca so that her and Poppy can come back home. Now, I was just like, girl, now why would you want to go back home there again? I mean, I understand. Maybe Blanca could come live with you. Shit. Your place is nicer. It didn't even make sense that she was saying that. I mean, maybe she was just saying that to be nice to Blanca, but I was just like, girl, please, ain't nobody trying to move back over there. But Blanca said, no, you know, you got your place. You're going to have your own house. You know, that was the reason why she raised her, you know, so that her and Poppy could have their own place. So yeah, don't worry about her. So we jump on in the water. While they're out there in the water, Lulu feels like they've been clocked. These men are just staring at them, and she's not sure if they want to talk to her or if they found out that, you know, they're transgendered women. Electra, we see that Electra does have a heart, and she tells Lulu that she actually misses that Candy's not there. You know, that she would have been perfect with their little girls trip, her old mean ass. You know, I do miss Candy's character so much. She did a lot for the show, and you don't realize it until she's gone. That's why I was like, they definitely can't kill off Pray Tell. Because if they kill off Pray Tell's personality too, I don't know where this show would be. Okay, Electra is the only other super, you know, way out there character, and she's not enough to hold the show, I don't think, anyway. But anyway, while they're talking, Angel comes running out the water. Oh my God, lifeguard. Okay, and then next thing you know, you see the lifeguard jumping down. You know, it almost felt like a fairy tale. I mean, it was just, you knew exactly where everything was gonna go. But you know what? We went on ahead and played along for the show. So he runs out there and he grabs Blanca. Okay, why the fuck are you way out there? But you know, I guess they have these sandbars that go up and down and all of that. So you never know. Sometimes you go out and you could be right here with the ground, and then you take a next step and it'll be way down here. You know, so you'll be underwater now, right? Okay, fine. So he pulls her out, gives her mouth to mouth, resuscitates her. And she opens her eyes and look up at him dreamily, you know, and that is her knight in shining armor. All right, so when they go back to the house, you know, she's all like, I can't believe this. You know, how embarrassing it was for her to have almost drowned, you know, out there. And Lulu is just like, girl, that man was feeling you. Okay, Angel and Lulu was trying to convince her, and she was just like, no, I don't think so. And then she was like, yeah, he was, huh? And I almost let him get on top of me and do whatever he wanted to do. I said, look at Blanca trying to let her hair down with her whole uptight self sometimes. Electra had been in there trying to find out from the man where the fucking alcohol is. You know, he don't know, child. He is in his leather and he is in his cage, and leave him alone, please. He don't know. His people that come there, you know, the service people or whatever, maybe they didn't drink it. So Electra's all frustrated. So she leaves out, goes in there, tells the girls, you know what, get dressed. We gonna go and have us a nice dinner, nice drinks. Okay, everything on Electra. They get all gussied up and they go to, you know, your swanky, preppy, you know, stuffy type restaurant. Actually, it didn't even look like it was all of that. I mean, but it was on the beach and you could look at everybody there who were all definitely not black. And definitely not the look of these 4 girls that just came into the establishment. So they go in and you can tell that the hostess is kind of taken aback, but she's not rude. She's just sort of like off-putting. But she seats them and she gives them their menu and tells them that the waiter's gonna be there to help them. So fine, okay. They looking at the menu, they ordering their food. So then we see that they've had their food and they look like they've had a nice time. They laughing about Luther Vandross being gay, how the men want him. I was like, isn't that funny? All the rest of y'all straight folks took a long time to come to the conclusion that Luther was gay. And they was talking about it back then. Anyway, Blanca gets up to go to the bathroom. And while she's at the bathroom, a woman comes over and she's like, excuse me, you know, I'm trying to enjoy my time with my friends, my girlfriends over there. And, you know, we can't do that with the loud cackling that's coming from this table. I said, child, you done picked the wrong table to do all this today. Electra was like, well, I don't think that we're any louder than anybody else in here. So what is it exactly that you're trying to say? So then the lady would just come right on out and say it. I said, girl, are you crazy? I mean, she was lucky that Electra is who she was, because I was like, shit, she might have got her ass beat by some of these other transgender women out there. She go on and tell them that, you know what, she works in the city and she knows that they are 3 men trying to be women. All right, and child, that Electra got up there and must have read her ass from the East Coast all the way on over to the West Coast, honey. She must have told her about her damn fake pearls and her ill-fitting J. Crew outfit, okay? And the fact that her daddy has spent money for her to have an abortion so that she can go to school and become the person that she is, which is a person that does not know who she is. All right, just because you paid 50 cents for that damn scrunchie don't mean that you are a woman any more than we are. But it was so funny because they was egging her on the whole time, even when she had to take a break and get her drink, okay, clear her parched throat. And of course the lady just backed off and didn't say anything more. Again, I'm wondering if the police would have been called, and that even could have been a bigger scene than it was, because Electra was like, did anybody else hear it? She made sure that everybody in there knew not to come fucking with them, okay? So while she's in there reading, oh girl, Blanca outside, after she comes from the bathroom, she sees her knight in shining armor on the phone in the lobby. Again, we knew exactly what was happening here, you know, so she goes up to him and taps him on the shoulder, and he turns around and it's like, ooh. We just love him some Blanca so much, you know, he want to take her for a stroll on the beach. He would die a happy man to see her glistening under that moonlight. I said, oh, listen to this. Okay, so she goes back to the table and she tells the girls that she about to go on this beach stroll. And they was like, oh, no, you're not. Like, that is not safe. Okay, are you crazy? Men don't like women like us. All right, and they try to kill us. That's probably what happened to Candy. Blanca was like, listen, I know you guys love me and you're trying to be cautious, but I'm going. Okay, just trust me on this one. Trust my instincts. So, honey, if we can't convince you not to go, then let us give you some weapons to make sure that you're safe. Okay, and handing over knives and nunchucks and shit. So, you guys know how it goes. She goes on the beach with the guy and she's talking to him, and he's telling her that he's in med school. He wants to be a doctor. His mother died from stomach cancer, and all she had was white doctors. And he wants to be a doctor of color that works on people of color. What about your dream? So she tells him about her dream, how it burned down to the ground. But she doesn't have any, she knows what the real world is, and she knows that they don't respect her community like that. They don't have her back like that, And he was like, well, what do you mean? And she was just like, look, my kind. And he was like, wait a minute, you don't have to say your kind. You don't have to go there. I know who you are. You're a beautiful, smart, funny woman. And Adrian, that's the knight in shining armor, he's interested, you guys. He even asked her, could he kiss her? And I said, oh, yo, I'm a sucker for these kind of things. Even though I was just like, I knew all this was gonna happen, but I still was just like, oh, okay. And they had the dreamy music in the background and all of this, and child, next thing you know, that Blanca was kissing. I said, look at God. This child gonna finally get her a love interest at the end of the damn season. The next morning, Electra, Lulu, and Angel are all like frantic because Blanca's still not home. And, it's like, oh my God, do you guys think something happened? Should we call the police? And then all of a sudden, here come Blanca walking up all slowly, all dreamily. Like she done had herself a good old time. So, when she walks in the door, they was like, oh my God, where you been? We was about to call the popos. And she was just like, everything is fine. And so now they want the story. How was it? She said everything was perfect. They were like, I knew it. We love a good story. So she says that they were just on the beach and they talked and they made out. Okay, his muscles was glistening under the moonlight. Lulu was like, well, what about that muscle down there? Electra was like, I know I didn't raise you to be like that. But she was like, no, we didn't do any of that. It was just making out, just kissing. But it was nice for Blanca to feel wanted and to be looked at, to be seen in that way. So yeah, it was a good time. She did give him her number, but she's not expecting anything about of it. She just had a great time on this trip. Thank you for that, Electra. Okay, so yeah, the trip is over. Electra has to go and let the man loose. He's just as happy as a lark. All right, he been up in that damn thing the whole time that they was there, and now she lets him go, and she lets him know that he has a luxury that many people don't have. People are lonely out there, and you choosing to be lonely. Okay, that's the difference and the privilege. But yeah, the trip is over. So now we back in the car, and now we singing to what was the song? Was it In Vogue? Yeah, it was In Vogue. Hold On to Your Love. Okay. And while they driving and enjoying themselves, all right, Electra looks in her rearview mirror and she sees Candy there, all right, sitting right in between Angel and Lulu. And she's also singing Hold On to Your Love. It was actually kind of spooky, if you ask me. It just, for some reason, I wasn't getting the real beachy feel from Candy that the rest of the girls was. But anyway, she was enjoying herself too, and Electra felt good knowing that Candy was back there. But it was just a dream, and Candy was gone. And they took it on home. And so when they get on home, Blanca and Angel at the house, and Blanca's just saying how wonderful it was, and she doesn't want the good time to end, so she asks Angel could she stay there with her that night. And so Angel says, yeah, that's fine. Let me just let Poppy know that not to expect me tonight. So she goes to the phone and she's about to call Poppy, but then she notices that there's an answering machine message there. She's like, oh, somebody got a message. All right. Oh, could that be the knight in shining armor, y'all? So when she goes to check the messages, sure enough, it is Adrian. He said he was just thinking about her. He knew she wasn't home yet. I was like, ooh, when they call before you get there, child, I'm telling you, this brought back so many memories of dating and the excitement of meeting new people and learning, just all of that. I was just like, this is so cute, you guys. So she's excited. She gonna call her man back Okay, we're going to see where this goes. She tells Angel, honey, the linens is in the closet. Go on and get yourself together. I'm going to be on this phone for a while. Okay, skedaddle. And I was happy for Blanca. Now, like I said before, this episode really could have came before. I think if they would have put this episode right before we found out that the episode that we found out that Ricky had HIV, then it would have went smoother. Okay. I just wish that they didn't put it at the end, because now it just feels disjointed. It feels very disjointed. I hope that the next season, because were they renewed for a next season? I don't think I've heard anything about. No, I think I did hear about a season 3. I think we did hear about a season 3. Next season, I hope that they really take the time to make everything kind of fit in place, not feel so rushed, and so that we can kind of get to the meat of the show. But I enjoyed it. It's gonna be strange though. Next week is the season finale, and I just have no idea what it could even be about. But did you guys like the episode? It was cute, predictable, fantasy-like, but definitely cute. All right, you guys, that's it. I'm about to run into Chipotle, get me something to eat. Titty itch. So then I got to get on back to work. You guys, make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I'm itsrox. The channel's for itsrox, and everything else I will do will be in the bottom bar. Okay, I'm gonna really try hard to get this video up today, which is Wednesday, which would be the day that it goes up. But nothing looks like it's gonna happen until I get home, so I just don't know. Okay, I apologize, you guys, for this. I hate being off schedule, and it makes me feel even more crazy when my schedule doesn't gel together. But you guys know that about me, so I'm just gonna get on off of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, Roxstars. Bye.